Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back into the video today, and today I'm going to be doing my preview for the Houston Astros' second series of the season against the Toronto Blue Jays, as the Astros will face another tough AL East team that will be coming into H-Town. I'm still getting over that sweep, but I'm not mad about it. It's the one team you don't want to get swept by is the New York Yankees with all the history, and you get all the Yankees fans going. And I couldn't handle looking up the Instagram. I'm seeing all the Yankees fans coming at the Astros, attacking them. Other MLB fans attacking the Astros, but then the Astros fans are doing the same thing. There's no need for all the chirping, to be honest. And I'm not blaming Astros fans. I'm not blaming Yankees fans. I'm just saying it's the beginning of the season. Yes, they swept us. Y'all played good. Sure. I think y'all have a really nice team. If there are any Yankees fans watching. I mean, I don't know why any Yankees fan would be watching unless they're here to troll, but y'all played good. I think y'all have a really solid team, but it's the start of the season. So I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about the Phillies team from last year. Look, they started like 0-5. They started off like 0-5, 1-6. People were freaking out. This team was just in the World Series. How did they start off 1-5 or whatever it was? And you know how many games they ended up winning? 90. And that was with a injured baseball team as well. Rhys Hoskins had injuries. Bryce Harper had injuries. So injured throughout the season. Started out like 1-5, 1-6, whatever it was. They still ended up winning 90 games in the season. So, which is not a lot less than we did. I think we won like 95 or 96 last year, or 90, maybe it was 97. So, Phillies had a great bounce back, and I think the Astros will too. And the other thing is that the Astros have never been good to start seasons. I mean, going back to 2020, if you look at the first 20 games of the regular season, the Astros have not had a 500 or better than 500 record in the first 20 games since 2019. You can go back to 2023. Last year, I think they were 9-11, which is the best record they've had in the first 20 games of a season since 2019. I don't know the exact records for 2022, 2021, and 2020, but I know it's under 500. So the Astros have always gotten to slow starts. Well, the 2020 season, they were terrible the whole year. They were just able to make it to the playoffs due to some lucky rules. But then they clutched up in the postseason. But they've started off slow to the last couple seasons, so I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happens again. But I'm going to preview this series, go over the projected starters for both teams, where you can watch the games, what time the games are, and then I'm going to make predictions for this series. I hope my predictions will be nearly as bad as last series, because I predicted the Astros to win the 4-game series 3-1. All right, so first game is Monday. We will see Bowden Francis versus Ronald Blanco. This will be on Space City Home Network. The game is at 7:10. Then the second game, by the way, all games are at the same time. All these games will be at the same time, so no time changes. Tuesday, April 2nd, we will see the Houston Astros go up against We'll see the Astros go up against the Blue Jays again, of course, and that is Tuesday on Space City Home Network at 7:10. And then the Houston Astros and Blue Jays finish off the series Wednesday, April 3rd, and that's at 7:10 again on Space City Home Network. Christian Javier versus Chris Bassett in the last matchup, and then the second matchup, the middle matchup, is Framber Valdez and Jose Barrios. Predictions for this series. I think the Astros get their first win of the season tomorrow. I think the Astros, get to the right-handed pitcher, Bowden Francis. I think this is a good starter for their lineup to get going. I think he's a guy that Jordan can definitely, get hot off. He had a terrible series. That's one prediction I'm going to make, is Jordan has a big series against this Blue Jays team. I think Jordan. I'm going to make a bigger prediction. I think Jordan hits a homer in tomorrow's Monday's game if he's in the lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe gave him the day off, but I don't. It's fine 5 games in the season. I don't know why he would. I think Ronald Blanco is going to have a good outing and show why he is a starter for the Houston Astros on Monday's matchup. As of for Tuesday's game, I think the Houston Astros get a win. I think Framber Valdez is able to give the Astros some more work than he gave them last time. He wasn't even able to go 5 innings last time, his last outing with the Astros. I think things change in this game for the Astros, and I have the Astros winning the second game of the series against the Blue Jays. And then as for the third game, the series finale, can the Astros get a sweep? Chris Bassett's on the mound. He had one rough outing in his first outing. I have Chris Bassett bouncing back. He's a guy that's familiar with facing this Astros lineup from his days being with the Oakland A's, and I like Christian Javier, and I think he had a great first outing, but I see this potentially being a game where the bullpen kind of screws up this game for the Astros. So I have the Astros still getting the series win, but I have them losing the finale of this series. And, going into a series with the Kansas City Royals, which would be from Tuesday, which I think the Royal Series Tuesday is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The Royal Series is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's my bad. But I see the Astros. I see the Astros winning this series, getting their first 2 wins on Monday and Tuesday, and then ending this series with a loss, but at the same time ending this series with a series win and getting their 2 wins out of it, and going into the next series against a not so great team with a 2-5 record. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.